In today's video, we're going to see, can you race a very street versioned race car in a competitive series like GLTC, Honda Challenge, NASA, all that stuff, all the wheel-to-wheel stuff. We're going to see how this car will stack up. I built it very basic just to see, you know, kind of barrier to entry for other people that want to race in the series. Like, what do I need to at least have fun? Will I be competitive? And go from there. So hopefully this video kind of shows what you can do with a stock car. We're out at Limerock Park in Connecticut, one of my favorite tracks. I've only got to drive it a couple times because the S10 broke the first time we took it out there, so this will kind of be the first time. I'm hoping to make it last a long time in Grimace, which is my new GLTC car. Insured, license plates, radio works. To me, that's a street car. So let's see how this street car does. All right, so our first race is done. I started 16th, finished 12th. Jose started 24th and finished 20th after having a problem having to come off and going back out. So he still picked up 3 or 4 spots even after come off track. The race was super good for our first one with the car, and just had some little mishaps on tracks. Someone went off and then came back on, so it like slowed us up. And then there was a caution, and on the restart I went to go past people on the outside and they kind of like just blocked me, so I got like stuck in a group. But overall, I'm super happy. I really wanted to get top 10, but it just didn't happen this time. We'll try again tomorrow. It goes based off lap time, our starting position, so I don't know how I did, so we'll see. I'll probably start somewhere probably in the middle again, hopefully. But yeah, the race went well. The car did good. Feels good to not break like I always did the S10, so that's a good feeling. A little nervous to scratch up my EK since I've had it since 2009. You know, having some close calls on track kind of get me nervous, but when I'm actually strapped in and then I'm racing, and I forget all about it. But Jose had a problem. He is actually having an axle issue. So I hit up our friend Jamie Marsh, since we're out here in Connecticut. He found someone that has some axles. Jose's gonna hop in the car. He's gonna go pick him up. We're gonna switch him out tonight. That way he does not miss any time tomorrow racing. And hopefully he can pick up some more spots, even though he's very underpowered with this Saturday series.
That's very fun though.
But we had a fun race. Very happy with my car. Jose's gonna get his car good. And yeah, we had some good battles with our friend Lewis from K-Power. It's nice to be able to, you know, race with your friends. So I had a good time for the first day. Good, the first outing with the car. Jose is in his typical position, and we'll see what tomorrow brings for us. So the race weekend's over. Give a little update in the trailer. It's pretty loud out there. I didn't really have any goals or expectations coming into the race weekend, besides to just test the car and hope to God that it doesn't break. And yeah, I'm used to the S10 always busting something, so it was kind of like a little redemption. The car didn't break at all. The car actually did really well. Race 2, I ended up in the top 10, which it was a secret goal, but at the same time, I wasn't like, I just wanted to race with my friends. So getting a top 10 was amazing. Worked pretty hard to try to make the car ready, and for its first time out to give me a top 10 in the B race was awesome. So super stoked on that. Jose did pretty good in race 2 as well. I want to say he may have started 23rd and got up to 18th. So that was pretty good. He ran a pretty fast lap time. Race 3, I was just still like, off the high of getting a top 10, but I knew that I didn't have it in me to push really hard again. So when people caught up to me, I didn't fight them as hard. I was just trying to enjoy racing. So I ended up 13th in that race, and then in race 4, I started 13th, and I think I finished 13th as well. Had a little incident. A guy had to brake at the very last second to avoid another car whose wheel fell off, and unfortunately I rear-ended him. I reacted, I hit the brakes, I just didn't have enough space in between us that I could avoid him, so I bumped him, broke my headlight, scratched my bumper. It is what it is. I mean, that's just part of racing. I'm a little upset about scratching the car, but I mean, I guess I had to get the first one off the way because I'm sure there's going to be more times when shit happens. So overall, good weekend. Jose went his fastest in the last race. He went a 102 something, which is very good for him, being super underpowered. So he had an awesome weekend. I had an awesome weekend. The car did good. I'm still on the 225s, so hopefully by the next race I can get the 245s that I'm allowed. And I also probably gonna do a splitter, just try to get a little bit more front end grip. But overall, super happy with the weekend. Lots of good racing. Got to hang out with a bunch of cool people. Big thanks to Danny, Aria, and Keegan. They helped all weekend, just make sure that me and Jose didn't have to really do much, just besides focus on racing. So they helped us out a lot, and it was pretty fun. And then, yeah, so a 15-hour drive back home now tomorrow morning, and then I think the next one is Autobahn. So I'll try to make a video for that if more than like 3 people watch this, so we'll see. Subscribe, like it, share it, and enjoy my cracked bumper.
Really nice job. Past Jeffy Tawn will take 3rd place.
No, I wonder if they were that like, dude, the brown guy saw it.
Yeah, what'd you say? You racist fuck?
Come on, you know that's funny. This poor racing doesn't even have a fucking canopy.
Put your number.
Transmission BMW. Look at this fight. Tony Barber's back here. Little lunge into turn 1. That's not going to play. Ooh. That was never going to work.
Yeah, Eddie Nicotto just thinking about it, and that door closed, and he wasn't there. And I mean, he did the gentlemanly thing, just eat that curb, get over behind it, and he was lucky on that grass. He didn't just slide right back into that pack. You got to be a little careful about that.
Yeah, Jeremy Zeitler on the outside there in the number 11, and just behind him, they've got Jeff Lasoko, who's making his first start in Gridlife Touring Cup. That might be Thomas Lathrop back there in the 84 as well. He's got another black BMW. As Rudzinski holds back Nicotto here through West Bend. And there's a wing on that Civic, and the BMW has no arrow at all, so they're going to handle very differently on either end of the racetrack. But not having a wing will pay off down the straightaway here, Greg.
Exactly, and you can see moving over to try and not let him have a draft. But on the other hand, without that wing, he's got really good straight line, and he almost just went around the outside. Oh, and the problem here, That's the 105 of Brendan Ganem, who's running right up in that battle for the top 5.
Yeah, so that looks like a motor issue to me.
Yeah.
And that is a lot of smoke coming out the tailpipes of that car. There is a standing yellow flag at the exit of turn 1. And the racing will continue around the course with the exception of that corner, as Drudzinski has got his mirror still packed full of, actually that's Alariza in the 992 BMW just behind him as they come up over the crest here at West Bend. And we've got a couple minutes left, so in theory a few more laps still on the table, provided we don't have to go full course for any sort of fluid on the track.
And let's hope. It's good stuff here. And of course that advances Zoo now up into 9th, and he basically now is within 4